Fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a go. Willie White like fire. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we control time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's show time.
Lights out, engines on. Welcome to the battlefield. This is Front Runners. Broadcast starts now. All right, rear.
Front runners lock in, no time to chill. Speed is the weapon, heart is the will.
We ain't coasting, we attack.
One green flag and never look back. Fan heads down, throttle wide. Racing thunder, we don't hide. From the dirt to the high bank turns, feel the heat, front runners burn. Strap in tight, feel the sound, rubbing fenders, throwing down. Legends born in the heat of the race, front runners owning every place. Every lap, every move, calculated fast and smooth. You want the smoke, you'll get the flame. This is more than a league, this is a name. Green to checkers, fight to fly. Front runners never say die. The moment's here now, take your shot. Live on right rear, it's getting hot.
And welcome back to Right Rear Racing, as we are going to bring you the week number 5 of the Front Runners Racing League here at Kentucky. I hope everyone enjoyed your week off, as I know I did. Celebrated a little bit too much for the 4th of July and had to recoup all last week, as we did not have a broadcast at all for any event last week. And coming into tonight for your team's points, it's still going to be Compound Racing leading the field in the teams with 292. In second, we're going to have Right Rear Racing with 284. In third, it's going to be Back Markers Racing with 269. Powerhouse Racing is going to be sitting in fourth with a 264. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be the Basement Dwellers with 255. And sixth is going to be Powerhouse X Racing with 225. Vanguard Racing is going to be sitting in 7th with 207. Who Me Motorsports in 8th with 176. Drinking Bros Racing in 9th with 165. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Fast House Racing with 113. And that's your team points coming into tonight after the Richmond race. As for your individual points, Tyler Barnett, he's still leading the field. He has 173 points. Dale Slides, he's moved up 2 spots. He's sitting in second with 150. In third is going to be Michael Durham with 146. And the close fourth of Peter Stewart with 145. And in fifth, right in that top five, there's going to be Troy with 144. So those all five of those drivers are right there on top of each other, with Joshua in sixth with 138, Dustin Spates with 135 in seventh, Ty Dickinson in eighth. He's going to have 128. Rounding out, or in ninth, it's going to be Nicholas Moffitt with 122, and rounding out your top 10, it's going to be Craig Parks with 117. And that's your top 10 coming into tonight's event. As we looks like we're going to go into our qualifying here, and already on the track, coming off pit road there on turn number 2 down the back straightaway, is going to be Bryce Dickinson in that 6 machine. Again, thanks for joining in here on Right Rear Racing. I'm going to try to also get things moving here on my end, as I had to do an update on my stream deck and my buttons are not working correctly. And so far it's going to be James Zangi in that 10 machine. He's going to be topping the leaderboard with the 32-22. See who gets any faster. Corey Harvell and Logan Perryman and Brandon Valentine all are going to get faster there with the 32-16, 32-22, 32-21. And we will be a little bit slower today with the scenes changing and everything, as, like I said, everything's changed on me for the update that happened for my Elgato Stream Deck that I have. As Bryce is coming off turn 4 and going to be heading into the trioval to complete his second 1.5 mile venture around Kentucky here. And he's going to move up to 11th. We're going to go to Dustin Spates. He's coming off 4 on that trioval, and he's currently sitting 14th. He's going to jump up to 9th with a 32-27. Nicholas Moffitt is going to be sitting in 2nd currently. And we're going to go with Abraham here in the 84, if I can get him. Excuse me there. And Jackson Samsel in that 57 machine, he went out there for his first lap, or I'm sorry, his second lap, and ended up getting a 32-19, as I believe he is done with this qualifying, as he's slowing down on the back straightaway, as Abraham is completed with his as well, it looks like, with him completing 2 laps. We're going to go on board with Peter Stewart, as he's just picking up his speed on his out lap here on the back straightaway. These drivers have roughly a minute and a half left of qualifying, and we're going to have 26 drivers making the call tonight for an 80 lap feature here following this qualifying. And Peter Stewart sitting 3rd in points. I'm sorry, sitting 4th in points coming in tonight. He's going to be qualifying 10th currently with a 32-22 as he goes down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And down into the trioval for his second lap. His second lap is going to be a 32-21. That's still going to put him in 10th. And I don't know if Jordan Fisher is still on or not, but currently we have 25 drivers qualified with roughly 30 seconds left. No one else is taking the field here. So it looks like we're going to have a 25 car field tonight for your 80 laps around Kentucky here tonight. And as we have a little bit of downtime here, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsors of the ARCA series here with Front Runners Racing League. If I can find the sponsors here for you, that's going to be Cuddy Speed Shop, Rimble, paint schemes, and that's going to be it on what I see for the sponsor list here. And as we're gridding up for your main event tonight, again, it's going to be an 80-lap feature here with the Front Runners Racing League for the ARCA Series, week number 5 of 16. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 10 of James Zangi. On his outside is going to be the 33 of Nicholas Moffat. Inside row number 2 is going to be Corey Harvell, and then 92. Outside of him is going to be the 42 of Logan Perryman. Inside row number 3 is going to be Brandon Valentine in the 11. On his outside is going to be Aiden Lucas in the 20 machine. Inside row number 4 has the 19 of Troy, and on his outside is going to be Luna Albright in the 4. In the 5th row has Jackson Samsel in the 57, and on his outside is going to be Peter Stewart in the 91. If I can find a driver that's gridded up already. And in row 6 is Charles Broderick in the 40 machine, and on his outside is going to be Joshua in the 56. Row 7 has the 16 of Dustin Spates on the inside. On the outside is going to be Dale Slides in the 76. Inside row number 8 is Michael Durham Jr. in the 00, and Jordan Neeson on his outside in the 32. And row 9 has the 06 of Bryce Dickinson on the inside, and on his outside is going to be Trenton Johns in the 8. Row 10 has Reese in the 9 machine, and on the outside is going to be Abraham in the 84. Inside row number 11 is Luke Wagner in the 22, and on his outside is going to be Ty Dickinson in the 67. Craig Parks is going to be starting on the inside row number 12 in the 17 machine, and on his outside is going to be the 12 of Michael Ponder Jr. And rounding out the field for tonight's event, we have the last row here is going to be Bobby Dennis in the 68, and on his outside is going to be Jordan Fisher in the 39. As pace car lights are off, we're going to get ready to go racing as soon as they come off 4. They're leaving the field down the back straightaway right now.
Engines on. Welcome to the battlefield. This is Front Runners. Broadcast starts now. All right, rear.
Front runners lock in, no time to chill. Speed is the weapon, heart is the will. We ain't coasting, we attack. One green flag and never look back. Fan heads down, throttle wide. Racing thunder, we don't hide. From the dirt to the high bank turns, feel the heat, front runners burn. Strap in tight, feel the sound, rubbing fenders, throwing down. Legends.
And the pace car is pulling off. We're getting ready for that green flag to drop and get underway here for Kentucky. And the green flag's waving. They're underway here. We're underway for week number 5 of the ARCA Series with the Front Runners Racing League. Again, we have 80 laps here for tonight's event. And the 10 of James Zangi, he's going to take off with the early lead down low with the 92 of Corey Harvell following suit and following in second there. And they're going to be 4 wide right behind them. That's going to be the 33, the 42, the 20, and the 11 momentarily as they all gave away there. We're going to be side by side with 42 and the 33. That's going to be a battle for third off of 4. As we are now 1 lap down, the 42 of Logan Perryman is going to be sitting in third. In second is going to be Corey Harvell, and leading the race currently is going to be James Zangi. The 20 machine is looking down low. Aiden Lucas is going to make a pass on the 33. He's moved up into the 4th position. As we watch the field here, and the 4 of Luna Albright is making that bottom work, trying to get up there. And we're going to have a caution coming out here. Our first caution of the night. And Susie, how are you doing tonight? As we go take a look, see what happened. As the 40 gets up into the outside wall with the 56, we're on board with the 8 of Trenton Johns. hit the outside wall, and the yellow flag's already waving. And I believe that's what happened for the yellow to come out. That's going to be our first yellow of the night. As we go back underway here momentarily, or here soon, the 10 of James Zangi, he's going to be leading the field, followed by the number 92 of Corey Harvell. In second, it's going to be Logan Perryman in the 42, or in third, it's Logan Perryman in the 42. And Susan, I'm doing good. It's just trying to get back into the rhythm here. Taking a week off is hurting me a little bit. And the 20 machine of Aiden Lucas is going to be sitting in fourth. Nicholas Moffitt in that 33 is going to round out top 5. Lona Albright in the 4 machine is going to be 6th. 7th is going to be Brandon Valentine. 8th is going to be Peter Stewart. 9th is Jackson Samsel. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be Troy Nyson. And we're going to have some action-packed racing here all week long, right here on Right Rear Racing, as tomorrow night we are going to... Right Rear Racing is throwing a race called Christmas in July. We're going to have some bad elves for that race, and we'll find out what those bad elves are going to be tomorrow during the drivers' meeting. And you can catch the drivers' meeting live right here on Right Rear Racing, as we're going to go live around 7:45 to catch that drivers' meeting. And then we're also going to be doing the Summer Sizzle week number 5 for the Show Me 100 with Dirt Series on Thursday. All those races are going to start around 7:45, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it looks like they're going to get the rolled up green flag. We're going to double them back up and get back underway here. And hopefully we get a long stretch here this time around. And looking at the schedule for next week on Monday, we're going to go to Lime Rock and do 45 laps there. And just heard from Race Control, we are going to be doing a single file restart. As the 10 of James Zangi is going to be leading the field out of 4 here. The pace car is going to dive in. I was speaking a little bit too early there. As the pace car dives in, the field is stacked up, ready to go. Green flag racing once again. And James is going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here once again for week number 5 here at Kentucky. Corey Harvell is going to follow suit. Those two are going to separate from Logan Perryman in that 42 machine as he's sitting in third. We're going to back up there to the front as the 92 is looking down low. I thought he's going to try to push the issue there early on in the race, as we are only 5 laps down and starting lap number 6. And it's still James Zangi, followed by Corey Harvell and Logan Perryman for your top 3. Aiden Lucas, he's trying to reel in that 42 and get into the top 3. And the 92 is going to be pushing up on the outside. They're going to be side by side going into turn 3. This battle for your lead on the screen between the 92 and the 10, as the 92 is going to get the outside going, and the 10 is going to stay down low, and the 92 is going to make the pass, and the 42 is going to follow suit, push the 10 back to third, as the 20 machine of Aiden is going to try to reel in this battle here. He's right on the bumper of James Zangi there as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. See if I can get a better angle here for you as we're side by side. The 42 and the 92, they're going to be racing side by side in turn number 3. As the 42 is looking down low, the 92 is going to be up high. And as they come off turn number 4, We're going to bring the action a little bit closer there. The 92 is going to cut the nose off on the tri-oval and maintain the lead. And right behind them, they're going to be side by side. This battle for third between the 20 and the 10. As the 20 is going to get that bottom side going in 1 and 2, he's going to slide up there momentarily, but the 10 is going to get that momentum on the outside as they come off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Again, this is battle between the 20 and the 10 is for position number 3, as the 42 is trying to get that momentum on the outside of 4 of Logan Perryman in that 42. He's right on the bumper of the number 92, as we are now 9 laps down. Here comes the 10 looking down low for a little bit as the 42 goes up high in 1 and 2, as the 42 is trying to get that momentum down the back straightaway. They're going to be side by side. That's going to be Perryman and Harville. And Perryman is going to take the lead down the back straightaway. Here comes the 10. We're going to be 3 wide going into turn number 3. We're going to have contact between the 92 and the 10 as they kind of let up a little bit to make it not 3 wide. And now Logan Perryman is in the lead and leads lap number 10 there, as Corey Harville and James Zangi are going to be running side by side with the 4 of Luna Albright and Aiden Lucas in the 20 running side by side right behind them, as they're trying to settle down here momentarily. Here comes the 92 back into action. This is your top 5 drivers right now on the screen. That's going to be the 42, 92, 10, 20, and the 4, all respectively. As we're still in the early stages of this race with only 11 laps down. The 10 of James Zangi, he's going to look on the inside, try to make that pass as they go into turn number 3. Looks like he's going to get around the number 92 of Harville. And get into that second position. And the 92 is not letting up yet. He's going to look down low in 1 and 2. They're running side by side and pretty hard with each other early on in the stages here. As the 92 is looking down low once again. The 4 of Luna Albright is going to try to make a pass on the 20. And the 20 is coming back down low. And looks like Corey Harville got back into that second position as they were coming off down the back straightaway there. And here comes Aiden and Luna. They're going to try to split the 10 of James Zangi. Luna Albright's going to make that pass coming off turn 2 on the outside. And we're going to have another caution flag come out. And you see that wreck right there. We're going to back it up just a little bit. As we're following the 44, the 40 and the 44 make contact there. And then the 11 comes up in there and hits the inside wall, and the caution is going to be coming out. As we go back underway here, the 42 of Logan Perryman, he's going to be maintaining the lead. The 92 of Corey is going to be in second. In third is going to be Luna Albright in that 4 machine. James Zangi in the 10 is going to be sitting 4th. And Aiden Lucas in the 20 machine is going to be sitting 5th. And 6th, we have Jackson Samswell in the 57. And 7th is the 91 of Peter Stewart. And 8th is the 00 of Michael Durham Jr. And 9th is Dale Slides in the 76. And rounding out your top 10 currently is going to be Nicholas Moffitt in the 33. Troy in the 19 is going to be sitting in 11th. The 16 of Dustin Spates is 12th. Trenton Johns in the 8 is 13th. And Jordan Fisher in the 39 is currently in 14th, and 15th is the 6th of Bryce Dickinson. As we go back to the front of the field here. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you're over on Facebook. It's greatly appreciated. And they're getting the rolled up green flag. That means that we're going to go back underway next time around. As Logan and Corey are side by side, right behind that pace truck, going in turn 3. The field is stacked up. We're ready to go back underway. Just waiting for that pace car to pull off into the infield. And the pace car is going to dive into the infield, or into the pit road. And we're waiting for the loud pedal to be slammed here, and we're back underway as the 42 is going to get a good jump. Luna Albright in that 4 machine is going to be side by side with Corey as they go in turn number 1. And Luna's going to get a better run going into turn 1, but here comes the 92 on the outside, maintaining that momentum. And the run off of 2, we can find the right here. The 20 machine is going to give Luna just a little bit of bump as they go in turn 3. Then Luna in that 4 machine is going to move it into your second position. And now the 4 is going to be in second. The 92 is in third. The 20 of Aiden Lucas is going to be in. And Peter Stewart, that 91 machine, has moved up into your top 5 as James Zangi has moved back to 8th. And we're going to go a little bit closer with these guys here. As the 91's looking on the inside of the 92, trying to get into that 4th position. As soon as I'm sitting there messing with the camera, I believe Aiden Lucas made the pass for 3rd. As these guys right behind Corey are running side by side. That's going to be the 91 of Peter Stewart and the 57 of Jackson Samsel, and the 57 and the 00 are going to make it 3 wide there momentarily. As the 00 Michael Durham Jr.'s back up, or made his way through the middle there, and racing side by side with the 92, he's moved up to 5th as he's looking to make a pass for the 4th position. And here comes Peter Stewart getting some ground and going on the outside. We're going to back up just a little bit to kind of give you the angle here. As we're back there in the back, Luna Albright's trying to make a pass on the outside as they go in 1 and 2. It's going to be Luna Albright side by side with Logan Perryman. Perryman's going to get that bottom side going in turn 3. And coming off 4 here, it's going to be Logan Perryman in that 42 machine maintaining the lead as they come in the trioval. And at the line, it's going to be Logan Perryman. And now it's Luna Albright just right after the line. As these 2 drivers are still side by side as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. And you see the whole field there right behind them. Luna's going to go down low in turn 3. As they come off turn 4, the 4 machine of Lone Albright is going to lead us through the tri-oval and take over the lead from Logan Perryman. As Perryman is trying to get that outside going, here comes the 20 machine coming down low, and the double O of Michael Durham Jr. escape damage there. But he's going back now, and Logan Perryman has passed the 4 of Lone Albright once again to take over the lead. And now we're going to be 2 wide, almost 3 wide, coming off 4, and we're 3 wide at the line, and that's going to be Logan Perryman, Lone Albright, and Aiden Lucas. Now the 4 machines in the middle, we're going to be 3 wide. It looks like we're going to be 3 wide off 4 or 2. I'm sorry, down the back straightaway, but the 20 machine of Aiden kind of let up just a little bit, and the 42 of Logan Perryman is going to take the lead back once again. Here comes Lone Albright down low, and now entering the mix is going to be Corey Harville, as Logan's going to maintain the lead, and for your second position is going to go to Corey Harville that time around. Here comes the 20 of Aiden Lucas on the outside as well, trying to follow that 92 machine around, as the 4 and the 20 are side by side. Coming off turn number 2, it's going to be the 20 machine taking over the 3rd position, and he had to let up just a little bit as he's trying to make a pass on the 2nd of the 92 of Corey. As they go into turn 3 and going around 4, the 92 is going to push up. Here comes the 20 looking down low. He's going to try to take over that 2nd position this time around. And at the line, the 20 of Aiden Lucas is going to maintain 2nd. I know that Logan loves seeing this in the back of his ear in his mirror. So all these drivers are all right there on top of each other. The 20 of Aiden Lucas is going to try to hold off the field and catch up to Logan Perryman. And as soon as I say that, Corey is trying to get the outside going, as these 2 drivers are still side by side. This is 2nd and 3rd on your screen. Here comes Lone Albright in that 4 machine. And we have one in the wall back there. That's going to be the double O of Michael Durham Jr. And we're going to go back there and see it once again. As they're already in the wall there. We're going to take another look at it again. We're going to rewind that just a little bit. Give us a little bit more room. As the 76 Dell Slides goes up high, they're going to make contact, and the double O of Michael Durham Jr. hits the outside wall, and that's going to bring out the caution. As we are 27 laps down, 42 of Logan Perryman is still in the lead. The 92 of Corey is in 2nd. The 20 of Aiden Lucas in 3rd. Lone Albright in that 4 machine is going to be sitting 4th. Rounding out your top 5 currently is going to be Peter Stewart in that 91. Jordan Fisher in the 39 is going to be sitting 6th. Looks like Logan Perryman's coming down and making pit. Oh, he's going to cut back up and not make that pit stop just yet. Kind of fooled a few people there. As Jackson Samsel in that 57 machine is going to be 7th. James Zangi in that 10 machine is going to be 8th. Troy in that 19 machine is going to be sitting 9th. And Dustin Spates in that 16 is going to be rounding out your top 10. Reese in the 9 machine is 11th. Nicholas Moffitt in the 33 is 12th. Craig Parks in the 17 machines sit in 13th position. And 14th is Dell Slides in the 76. And rounding out your top 15 is going to be the number 11 of Brandon Valentine. And I put the ticker up on the bottom of your screen to show all the events that we're going to have rest of this week, as Right Rear Racing will be going live for Christmas in July. And whenever I mentioned the Bad Elves a little bit earlier, those Bad Elves are going to be the viewers have a chance to donate. Any money that we make during that broadcast is going to go to Ty Dickinson for his F&D. As it is an F&D awareness race as well. It's going to be an endurance, no cautions, no black flags. But y'all will want to join in for the drivers' meeting tomorrow to catch out what the Bad Elves are going to be. And we have the pace truck lights, or pace car lights out. We're going to go green flag racing next time around. As the field is led by Logan Perryman in that 42 machine, entering turn number 3 now. As they're coming off turn number 4, the pace car is going to dive into the pit road there, and we're waiting to get back underway here. As they're getting the green flag, Logan's going to hit that loud pedal and get a good jump. The 20 machine is going to stay down low and try to come upside the 92. As the 4 going to try to make it 3 wide. He thought about it momentarily, but here comes the 20 of Aiden Lucas on the bottom side. As they come off turn 2, the 92 is trying to get a good run here on the 42 of Logan Perryman. As it's going to be the 42, the 92, 24, and 39 all in the mix right here. We're going to be 3 wide and almost 4 wide there. As you see, Luna Albright kind of let off there. We got one car sliding and spinning back there. That's going to be the 57. That was spinning back there. That's going to be Jackson Samsel. As we try to go on board here. And we're just going to see it from a car behind them as we kind of racing incident there, and 57 went around and no one else got collected from all the notifications I'm getting. And that's going to bring out another caution for tonight's event. And so your field currently is going to be Logan Perryman, followed by Aiden Lucas, Corey in the 92, the 91 of Peter Stewart, and 5th is going to be the 19 of Troy, and 6th is 9 of Reese. The 7th position is going to be 16 of Dustin Spates, and 8th is going to be the 33 of Nicholas Moffitt, and 9th is going to be the number 10 of James Zangi, and rounding out your top 10 is going to be Craig Parks in the 17. Brandon Valentine in the 11 machine is going to be sitting in 11th. Bryce Dickinson in the 6th machine is going to be sitting in 12th. In 13th is Dell Slides in the 76. And 14th is the 68 of Bobby Dennis. And rounding out the top 15 is going to be the 67 of Ty Dickinson. As they just got the rolled up green flag, we should have a single file restart as we did not complete a full lap. And it looks like we're actually going to be stacked up here. As Logan in the 42, he picked the high side this time. As they come off of turn number 4, the pace car is going to dive in once again. See if we can get us a long stretch going here as we are nearing the halfway point. And Logan's going to hit that loud pedal once again to get us back underway here for week number 5 once again. As Logan Perryman chose the outside lane on that restart, the 20 machine of Aiden Lucas. He's going to get a run on the bottom as he enters turn 1. He's going to push up just a little bit on his exit of 2 and cut off the 42 and take over the lead there as it came off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes the 42 of Logan Perryman. These guys are running hard as we are not even halfway through, and they still need to get fresh, probably get new tires and fuel. As the 20 machine is going to take the lead that lap there, followed by the 42 and the 92. And then we have the 91 of Peter Stewart. The 42 of Logan Perryman is going to look on the outside as they come off turn number 2 and try to get a good run. He's getting a little bit of push there from the 92. As the 92 is going to dive down. Here comes the 42 on the outside of Logan Perryman. He's trying to get that lead back from Aiden Lucas. As they come off turn 4 into the tri-oval, the 42 made the pass and took over the lead once again. And now we go back to battle for second between the 92 and the 20 as the 92 of Corey is trying to get that momentum going on the outside as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. The 92 is going to make the pass there. And he's going to keep that momentum going in that 92 machine and make the pass on the 42 as they enter turn 3. Let's see if he can lead this lap here as they come off 4 into the tri-oval. And at the tri-oval, it's going to be the 92 of Corey leading that lap right there. The last 3 laps, we've had 3 different leaders. And here comes the 44. I believe that is supposed to be Reese in the 9 machine on your ticker. And lap number 38, we're going to be side by side. That's going to be led by Logan in that 40, or I'm sorry, that was Corey in the 92 that led that lap. As we go back closer and watch these guys here. And we're going to go on board with Aiden Lucas in that 20 machine and watch this battle right here in front of him. As you see the 92 there, you got the 42 on his outside. The 92 and the 20 are first and second as Aiden just made the pass on the 92. The 92 of Corey is going to maintain that bottom line there. And you hear the 42 of Logan Perryman on the outside. He's going to hit the outside wall. We got contact. We're going to save it and keep it green as the Peter Stewart is going to make that pass on the outside there. We're going to try to go back and look at it if we can. I gotta just find the names here. And we're gonna go watch that real quick as we're on board with the 20 at this point. They're running side by side coming off turn 2. 42 hits the outside wall. The 20 had nowhere to go. He's going to lose it just a little bit and see how he went down to the bottom and corrected it. That's where the 91 came and made that pass. We're going to go back to the live action here as Corey is still in the lead as we are now over halfway through with this race. And as 41 laps are done, the 92 of Corey is still maintaining it. The 42 of Logan Perryman is in second, and we have a caution flag coming out. And that was right there in front of Ty. I believe we're on board with Dustin Spates. The 19 of Troy comes down, gets hit in the left rear quarter panel, and just goes in the outside wall and hits that outside wall there. And these guys sure are keeping me on my toes on making the calls right, as expect to see a lot of these drivers make the pit road, as Corey, Logan, Peter, Aiden, Reese, Craig Parks, Dustin Spates, and the ones that have stayed out onto the track, we're going to go back with them. 39 of Jordan Fisher, followed by the 33 of Nicholas Moffitt, the 8 of Trenton Johns, and the 76 of Dale Slides. Looks like Aiden in that 20 machine won the race off of pit lane. The 92 of Corey Harville is right behind him. The 42 of Logan Perryman is going to be in 7th. Peter Stewart, the 91's in 8th. Luna Albright, caught up in that last yellow flag, is in 9th. Reese in that 9 machine is going to be right in that your top 10. Craig Parks in the 11th position. James Zangi in the 12th position. Abraham in the 84 is going to be in the 13th position. And Jordan Fisher, that 39 machine, is going to be leading the field as he just got the rolled up green flag. We're going to go back underway next time around. As Jordan Fisher in that 39 machine is going to lead the field down the back straightaway as we're ready to go, getting ready to go next time around. As they go into 3 and 4, the pace car is going to dive into the pits right here, and we're going to get ready to go back underway. As the 8 of Trenton Johns is blinking just a little bit. We're in that restart zone, and the green flag is flying, and we're ready to go here as the 39 of Jordan Fisher is going to get a good jump here. Trenton Johns in the 8 machine is going to get that bottom side going and make that pass for second on Nicholas Moffitt. As the 20 of Aiden Lucas, he's trying to battle his way back up there. He has those fresh tires and trying to get going. Dale Slides is going to run out your top 5. Dale Slides is looking down low. He's going to try to push it 3 wide. We're going to be 3 wide right in front of Dale, as that's going to be the 8, the 33, and the 20 as they come into the tri-oval. The 8 is going to maintain his second position as Nicholas Moffitt's trying to make that pass on the outside. Here comes the 20 of Aiden Lucas down low. Here comes the 76 of Dale Slides on the outside. This is going to be your top 5 cars so far, as Jordan Fisher on that restart has separated himself just a little bit on that restart. The 76 of Dell Slides is in fourth, and he's going to get that bottom side going. We have another caution coming out. As we try to go back and see what happened. I just see everyone's running pretty hard right now. And I'm not seeing what happened. And Jordan Fisher in that 39 machine is going to be leading the field, followed by Trenton Johns in that 8 machine. The 33 of Nicholas Moffitt, the 4 of Lona Albright, and then the 20 of Aiden Lucas. I think Dell Slides might have had a connection issue. Or if he pulled into the pits. And that's what he did. He pulled into the pits. I didn't see him pull in there. So it's Jordan Fisher, Trenton Johns, Nicholas Moffitt, Lona Albright, Aiden Lucas, Peter Stewart, Logan Perryman, Corey Harvell, Reese, Craig Parks, rounding out your top 10, Dustin Spates, Abraham, Jackson Samsel, Brandon Valentine, and Bobby Dennis for your top 15. And they're getting the rolled up green flag. At this next restart, we will be on lap number 50 completed. And looking at it, I should have been looking over here the whole time. There's no one in the infield care center, as the field is going to be led by Jordan Fisher in that 39 machine down the back straightaway as we're about to go back underway here. As they go and turn 3 and 4 here, the pace car is diving into the pit road. As the 39 of Jordan Fisher gets us to that restart zone. And the green flag's out. He's going to get a good jump here. And we have 30 laps remaining here for week number 5 at Kentucky for the Front Runners Racing League. As the 8 of Trenton Johns is going to try to hold off the 33 of Nicholas Moffitt and Luna Albright in that 4 machine. The 4 machine is going to take over your 3rd position. Going to look down low as they goes into turn number 3. And coming off forward, still maintaining that bottom line. Here comes the 20 on the outside of the 33, trying to get up there and make that pass for 4th. And at the line, Aiden Lucas is in 4th. As Lona Albright looks down low on the 8. I'm going to make that pass for 2nd. The 8 machine of Trenton Johns blinked there momentarily. And all your front runners from the early on of the race, they're all back up here once again. The 39 and the 8 have older tires on their car, as a 4 of Luna Albright's going to try to get that bottom going in the tri-oval. Here comes the 20 right behind the 4. As Luna Albright has made that pass on, Trenton Johns has moved up into, Luna Albright's now moved up into second. And here comes the 20 of Aiden Lucas. He's going to try to make that pass here as they go in turn number 3 on Trenton Johns. As Luna Albright is trying to reel in Jordan Fisher, that 39 machine, as there's roughly just shy of a half a second gap there. And coming back here with Logan Perryman in that 42 machine, trying to get into the 4th position and make that pass on the 20 of Aiden Lucas. As Aiden Lucas hits the outside wall just a little bit, the 4 of Luna Albright has caught up to Jordan Fisher. As Luna Albright's a little bit better there in 1 and 2. And they go down the back straightaway. Luna Albright's trying to reel in Jordan Fisher here as they go into turn number 3. Luna's going to look down low. As Jordan's coming down low there. Here comes the 4. Still 1 car lower. And to the tri-oval, it's still going to be Jordan Fisher. And immediately after this race, we will hear from the top 3 drivers for the driver's interview. The 4 of Luna Albright's right there on the bumper of the 39 of Jordan Fisher. As they go down the back straightaway once again, here comes the 4 car trying to look on inside once again in 3. As they're maintaining the same gap between each other there. The 20 of Aiden Lucas is back here trying to make that pass on the 8 machine still. And that's going to be Trenton Johns in the 8. And running out the top 5 currently is going to be the 42 of Logan Perryman. And thank you, Mike, for liking the string. And Logan Perryman has made that pass on Aiden Lucas to get into the 4th position. But here comes the 20 machine still right there. Going to make the pass right back, and at the line it's still going to be the 20 of Aiden Lucas in 4th. But here comes Peter Stewart in that 91 machine. And Logan and Aiden are both running side by side. They were momentarily, as now it's Peter and Aiden running side by side. Here comes the 42 of Logan Perryman trying to make that pass on Trenton Johns in that 8 machine. And Peter Stewart's going to be right there as well. The 42 machine is getting that bottom side going. Going to get a little push by the 91. Try to help them out here as they come down the back straightaway. Into turn number 2. They're going to be side by side. This is battle for 3rd on the screen between the 42 and the 8, as the 8 just blinked out there. And now Peter Stewart in that 91 machine. He's wanting to try to make the pass there. This will be the 3rd driver to attempt to pass Trenton Johns in that 8 machine. As they're going to go 3 wide right there between the 42, the 44, and the 91. And Nicholas Moffitt, he's made his way back up there. He's sitting 6th. Here comes the 44 of Reese. He's going to make it interesting here with the 33. The 16 of Dustin, he's going to shoot down low. We're going to be 3 wide for position number 6, right behind Logan Perryman right here. And Nicholas Moffitt is going to maintain the 6th position. We're going to go up. As you see, these guys are still running 3 wide. The 33 is on the outside, the 44's inside, the 16's down low. The 57 is going to push his way through there as well. This is kind of the mid-pack of the field right now. And you see Aiden Lucas of that 20 machine early hard, early, early on charger there, up there in the top 3, top 5. He's moved back just a little bit as we are now under 20 laps remaining here. We're going to go back up towards the front, see if they're battling it out here for the lead just yet, as we're Jordan Fisher in that 39 machine still leading the field, followed by Luna Albright in the 4 machine. As they kind of settled in back there, we're going to have a wreck between the 92. Let's see, the 92 of Corey Harville. We're going to see what happened there. The 92 and the 57. And we're going to be 3 wide there, just almost 3 wide. Then the 57 hit the left quarter panel of the 92 of Corey, and then finished him off right there. And that 57 machine is going to be Jackson Samswell. So we have Corey and Jackson both involved with this wreck. And we're going to go through your field currently. It's going to be Jordan Fish in that 39, Luna Albright in the 4, Trenton Johns in the 8, Peter Stewart in the 91, the 42 of Logan Perryman, the 9 of Reese, the 33 of Nicholas Moffitt. He's going to make pit road there. So that's going to be the 16 of Dustin Spates, 17 of Craig, followed by the 11 of Brandon Valentine. Jackson in the 57 is going to be rounding out your top 10. Dell Slides in the 76. He's going to be sitting in 11th. James Zangi in the 10 machines in 12th. And Bryce Dixon is going to be in 13th. Abraham is going to be in 14th. And Ty Dixon is going to round out your top 15. And out of our 26 drivers making the field tonight, we have 19 drivers on, sorry, make that 20 drivers on the lead lap, as Joshua in the 56 was just given the lucky dog. So we have Luke 1 lap down, Jordan 1 lap down, Corey is almost a lap down, and there he made his way back out from pit road there, so he's not going to be a lap down. Charles looks like he's 3 laps down, and Troy is quite a ways down in that 19 machine. Don't want to do math yet. As they just got the rolled up green flag, we're going to go back underway next time around, as we should have 15 laps remaining at the line, as we have completed 64 laps. At the line will be completed 65. As Jordan Fisher in that 39 enters turn number 3, he's ready for that pace car to dive off into the pit road. And the pace car is going to dive in. Jordan's going to wait for that restart zone, and he can fire any point in that restart zone. And the green flag's out. He's going to get a good jump here on the 44 of Luna. The 8 of Trenton Johns is going to get a good jump there, move into second right there on that restart. Here comes the 42 of Logan Perryman. He's going to look down low of Luna and get into the top 3 position, but the 4 machine's going to try to get that momentum coming off turn number 2 on the outside. And we go down the back straightaway. The 4 is going to maintain the 3rd position, as Trenton Johns blinks out right there. Here comes Luna Albright down low in turns 3 and 4 as we're in the closing laps here. The 91 of Peter Stewart's looking down low right behind Luna Albright right here and Trenton Johns as Logan Perryman and Peter Stewart runs side by side for position number 4. Luna Albright's trying to get that momentum and make that pass on Trenton Johns right here as we near the closing laps of this race. The 91 is going to look down low now. And as they go in turn 3, the 4 machine is going to push just a little bit as he's going down low on Trenton Johns there. And the Trenton Johns goes up high and blocks the 42 machine. And at the line, it's going to be Trenton Johns in the 8, maintaining the 2nd position. Here comes Logan Perryman in that 42 machine on the outside. And Luna Albright still down low. And they're going to push the issue and try to go 3 wide here on turn 2. The 42 of Logan Perryman did not push the issue as the 4 machine is getting kind of a draft there from the 91 down the back straightaway. The 42 is going to make the pass on Luna Albright and get into your top 3. And now Peter Stewart is trying to get into that 4th position and make that pass on Luna. As they come off turn 2, Peter Stewart's looking down low, down the back straightaway. Here comes the 17 of Craig Parks. He's going to try to push the issue and go 3 wide. Right behind Luna Albright there. That's going to be Dustin Reese and Craig all behind Luna Albright there. And that's going to be 6th, 7th, and 8th. And on your screen is the 42 making the pass on Trenton Johns, or tried to, as Trenton Johns just blinks out there. We're going to be doubled up right here as Jordan Fisher is still your leader as he has a I was just seeing a little bit of what happened there as we go on board with follow the 10 of James Zangi. He gets into Ty Dickinson or Dell Slides right there. And that's going to bring out the caution. And we're under 10 to go here. See if we can get back underway here soon and finish it out where we do not have a green-white checker finish. Jordan Fisher in that 39 machine is still leading it, followed by Trenton Johns in the 8. Peter Stewart in the 91 is going to be sitting in 3rd. Logan Perryman in the 42 is going to be sitting in 4th. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be the 4 of Luna Albright. The 16 of Dustin is going to be in 6th, followed by the 9 of Reese. The 11 of Brandon Valentine, Craig Parks in the 17, and rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 92 of Corey. James Zangi in that 10 machine, followed by the 6 of Bryce Dickinson, Aiden Lucas in the 20 machine, Michael Durham Jr. in the 00, the 33 of Nicholas Moffitt in the 15th position, Ty Dickinson in the 67 is 16th, 17th is Joshua in the 56, 18th is Abraham in the 84, and Luke Wagner in the 22 is going to be in 19th position. As everyone's going to shuffle around here. It's shuffled around, throwing Jordan Fisher and Trenton Johns to the back of the field on the ticker for a moment, as the ticker did mess up right there. And we're in these single digits here. Looks like Michael Ponder has made his way to the pit road, as he is a few laps down there. And they got the rolled up green flag. They're going to stack them back up. Once again, the 39 of Jordan Fisher is going to pick the low side with Trenton Johns and the 8 going on his outside. As the field makes their way down the back straightaway. We should have 7 green flag laps here to conclude week number 5 of the Front Runners Racing League. And they go on turn 3, middle 3 and 4. The pace cars diving in to the pit lane. Here comes Jordan Fisher leading the field to the restart zone. And at this restart zone, he's getting the green flag. He's going to hit that lob pedal and get us back underway here at Kentucky for week number 5. And hopefully we can keep it green as the 39 and the 8 are going to be side by side going into turn 1. Luna Albright's going to push the issue back there behind them, try to go 3 wide with the 91 and the 42. As the 39 is going to get a good run off turn 2, come up to the top side. Here comes Peter Stewart on the bottom side. As soon as I say that, the 42 and the 91 are going to be side by side. There's going to be a battle for third between these two on your screen, the 91 and the 42. Here comes the 91 trying to look down low on Trenton Johns. We're going to try to make a pass here on the trioval or possibly set it up for turn number 1. As soon as that happens, and we're going to have another caution as soon as they made that pass on Trenton Johns. As they went 4 wide right here. Pushed the issue 6 wide almost. Everyone was right there on top of each other. And James Zangi got into Ty Dickinson. And no one's in here for your infield care center. And it looks like we're going to be setting it up for a green-white checkered, most likely. And to give you the rundown of how everyone's sitting currently, it's going to be Jordan Fisher in that 39, followed by the 91 of Peter Stewart. Yes, Troy, 6 wide is a danger there. And Trent is going to be in 3rd in that 8 machine. Logan Perryman in the 42 is going to be in 4th. Luna Albright in the 4 machines in 5th. Dustin in the 16 6th. Reese in the 9 is 7th. Corey in the 92s in 8th. Brandon Valentine in the 11s 9th. Craig Parks in the 17 rounds out your top 10. Bryce Dixon in the 06 is in 11th. The 00 of Michael Durham Jr. is in 12th. Aiden Lucas in the 20 machines 13th. The 33 of Nicholas Moffitt is 14th. Jackson in the 57 is 15th. And Abraham in the 84 is going to be 16th. James in the 10 is going to be 17th. Luke Wagner in the 22 is 18th. Joshua in the 56 in 19th. And Jordan rounds out the 20th. Rounds out top 20 there. And they received the one to go. We're going to go green flag racing next time around. Looks like Jordan Fisher chose the outside lane on this restart, allowing the 91 of Peter Stewart to be on the inside. And Front Runners Racing League goes to Lime Rock next week on Monday. You can catch that action live right here on Right Rear Racing starting at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. As Jordan Fisher is waiting for that pace car to dive onto the infield. As it's dove into the pit road there, getting to the start zone. And we're at the restart zone, getting the green flag. And looks like the 42 of Logan Perryman is going to get a good jump on that one as well. And push up into the second position, starting fourth. On that restart with the 91 looking down low. Trenton Johns is going to try to go to the outside. Luna Albright's going to try to make the pass for the fourth position, looking down low there. And here comes the 16. We're going to be 3 wide for fourth position here. And they go 4 wide right behind the field, or behind these guys. They're pushing it 5 wide now back there. As we are on the white flag lap here, one more time around here at Kentucky. Led by Jordan Fisher. Can Logan Perryman make the pass, or catch up and make the pass with Peter Stewart trying to reel in the 42 of Logan Perryman and get into that second position as Peter's right there on his bumper, looks on the inside. He's going to dive on the inside of 3. Try to get a good run here, and in the middle of 3 and 4 here, coming off of 4, they're still side by side, and Jordan Fisher's going to take the win. And at the line, it's going to be the 91, or no, sorry, that's the 42 of Logan Perryman taking second, and Peter Stewart in third. And there was we're going to go back and take a look at it right there, as I believe Nicholas Moffitt got collected here coming off turn 4. As you see, they're going 3 wide there. The 16 of Dustin comes up, and the 8 of Trenton Johns hits him right there in the left rear quarter panel and spins him around. And I don't think he made it across the line. And as the get back to your live screen here. As you see some victory donuts happening from Jordan Fisher in that 39. He's moved up 25 spots tonight. If I can get you the race results here. And Jordan Fisher taking home the win in that 39. Logan Perryman in the 42 finishes second. Peter Stewart in the 91 rounds out your top 3. Luna Albright in the 4 machine finishes 4th. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Corey Harvell in the 92. Dustin in the 16 finishes 6th. Aiden Lucas in the 20 machine finishes 7th. Trenton Johns in the 8 finishes 8th. Brandon Valentine in the 11th position, 11 car finishes 9th. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Reese in the 9 machine. Jackson in the 57 is going to be 11th. Bryce Dickinson in the 06 finishes 12th. Michael Durham Jr. in the 00 finishes 13th. Abraham in the 84 finishes 14th. And 15th is Joshua in the 56. Luke Wagner in the 22, 16th. Bobby Dennis in the 68 is 17th. And Ty Dickinson in the 67, 18th. In 19th, we have Michael Ponder Jr. in the 12 machine, and 20th is Charles Broderick in the 40 machine. Dale Slides finishes 21st in his 76 machine. Craig Parks in the 17 finishes 22nd. 23rd is Jordan in his 32. 24th is James Zangi in the 10 machine. 25th is Nicholas Moffitt in the 33. And finishing up the field tonight is going to be Troy in the 19. And we're going to hear from your top three as you see them already on the podium here on your screen. And we're waiting for Peter straight to Logan Perryman, who finished second tonight. And Logan, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, that was a hard-fought race. You led majority of that race. Early stages, you all were running side by side. Was that playing a factor in your tire wear or your tire game that you wanted to play?
Well, the tires, we only got one set over the wall. It was really a big factor, so to say. So the plan was just to run it until we had the pit for gas and then just grab tires and roll on with it. But I feel like we could have went farther with the tires, but all in all, the crew chief had a good game plan and we just stuck with it.
And then coming back through the field there, it seemed like Trenton Johns in that 8 machine. It was a little bit difficult to make a pass on him. How did you end up getting around him there? As I think I missed it on the broadcast to let the viewers know.
Trenton's a good buddy of mine. Me and him's been racing for a while. I couldn't get around him, but that last restart when Fisher took the high side, we hooked up and went on. But I think Trent was telling me earlier he got tires at lap 29, so it kind of really fumbled him right there. But all in all, I think he had a good race, finishing 8th and everything. So
yeah. Yes, and I'm not trying to take anything away from him at all. Just knowing that y'all were running hard right there, and Jordan kind of walked away for a little bit. And
yeah,
you can go ahead, man.
No, me and Trent was just gonna. I was gonna rough him up a little bit, but all in all, Trent's a good racer, so I was gonna have to keep it clean, because if not, he would have paid me back in the next turn.
Oh yeah, I have some of those friends too. One question I do have for you is, was Trenton blinking in and out on your screen as well, or was that just on my screen?
He stumbled a little bit in 3. I thought I spun him out for a minute from netcode, but all in all, he looked fine on my screen, racing.
And it could have been just on my screen kind of thing there, but good race, good second place here. I thought you were the car to beat early on, and you still made your way through the field and got the podium here tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors to give a shout out to?
I'd like to give a shout out to the boys in let's see here, the boys in Powerhouse Racing. Those boys really, know how to make a car go. I like to give a shout out to Reese, Aiden, Lucas, Michael Durham Jr., and Michael Ponder Jr., and Trenton Johns, and just everybody, yeah.
Yes, sir. And next week at Lime Rock, hopefully you can carry this momentum to there, and we catch you again on the podium.
Alrighty, I'll see you then.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too.
And there you have it from Logan Perryman in that 42 machine as he finished second. Next, we're going to hear from Jordan Fisher, your winner tonight's race. And Jordan, do you got a copy?
Copy.
Man, that is like the halfway point. That's whenever you took over with everyone else making a pit stop there. You came up there. You started, I think, dead last because you moved up 25 spots.
Dead last, yeah. started dead last. Yeah, I mean, well, I think caution came out right around lap 32ish or so. So at that point, we were getting closer to that halfway mark, and I knew that cautions were going to continue to come out there. So I wanted to kind of get ahead of the strategy by pitting early, get those tires, and obviously make my way up through the grid after that was much easier. And then obviously once I knew the caution came out and everybody else pitted, I was at the track position. I had the clean air. So the strategy definitely played out in my favor there for sure.
Yes, it did, man. And I believe at one point you had a 4-second gap on second place. Were you running once you got that clean air and running up there in the front? Were you running it even harder to try to get that gap, or were you still trying to save some tire there?
I've always been trying to save tire, especially when I got the clean air. I mean, obviously I would kind of run hard off the restart, but then once I kind of got in line there, I would just kind of take it easy in the corners, try to save my tires by lifting kind of early into the corners and just dabble the brake a little bit, try to arc the corners, obviously to carry the speed, because obviously if these cars get tight, they would like to push out to the wall there. So that's why I say track position and clean air made such a huge factor when you can actually use the entire track here. Otherwise, you had to kind of scrub speed if somebody was like on your outside or inside.
Yes, sir. And we're going to go back to your restarts there. What was the strategy on there? Because it seemed like you changed up what lane you're starting on off every single restart with the top side and bottom side. What kind of strategy was going in that?
Well, once I got up to first there, I was sticking to the bottom on the restarts, and I was going pretty much right as I got in the box. And then there was a restart towards the end there where Trent actually did a very good job of timing that restart on the outside. I mean, I was lucky enough to still manage to keep my position up in first place and all that. So I wanted to just change it up on that last strategy. I got a teammate of Logan Perryman, who was in the 4th place at the time, so I decided to start going on the outside because I knew that that middle high line was super fast in 1 and 2. So getting on the outside, working with him to time that restart perfectly right when as I got in that box, and just that really timed out perfectly because Logan was able to get up to 2nd place, and just it worked out for the entire team for sure.
And once again, congratulations on your win here at Kentucky. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, of course, I'd like to thank Hardy Designs, who sponsors this car, pulling up that bright orange Hardy Designs car out there weekly. So he always makes great liveries out there. Thank all my friends and family supporting me through the sim racing career I've had, and of course, all the guys here invited me into this league to race with some fast drivers here between Aiden and Logan and Michael and so on. So a lot of good people here. It seems like it's going to be a fun league to build this momentum off into future weeks to see if we can get some more W's.
And next week,
thanks for broadcasting as well. I mean, I'm sure. Thank you for doing all that
yep,
as well.
Thanks. And next week we go to Lime Rock, hitting a road course. Hopefully we catch you again here on the podium.
Yes, I am a road course specialist, so that I am very much looking forward to that. So yeah.
And that's the only road course that we have on the schedule for the 16 weeks.
For sure.
And once again, man, congratulations, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you for the fish.
Yep. And there you have it, your top 2 drivers tonight. And that's going to conclude tonight's racing action here on Right Rear Racing. Reminder that tomorrow night we will be live around 7:45, 8 o'clock for Christmas in July. We're going to have some bad elves out there. We're going to drop the Cash App onto the stream. And anything that we make during that broadcast will go straight to Ty Dickinson for F&D awareness. And then we go live once again on Thursday for the Show Me 100 for the Summer Sizzle week number 5 with Dirt Series. That's live. You can catch that action live right here at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for joining in, and catch you next time here on Right Rear Racing.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the blacktop, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Alright, rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed with the throttle wide open and a need for speed. Saw the drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Alright, we're racing, we out, hold tight, see you next